First contact, Earth's last hope. The scorching sun beat down mercilessly on Captain Sarah Chen as she surveyed the barren landscape before her. What was once a thriving metropolis now lay in ruins, a stark reminder of humanity's hubris and the devastating consequences of climate change. Sarah wiped the sweat from her brow, her eyes narrowing as she scanned the horizon for any sign of life or resources. "Anything, Cap?" The gruff voice of her second-in-command, Marcus, crackled through her comm unit. Sarah sighed, shaking her head even though Marcus couldn't see her. "Nothing but dust and broken dreams, old friend. Same as yesterday and the day before that." It had been 5 years since the Great Collapse, when the world's ecosystems finally buckled under the weight of centuries of abuse. Governments fell, billions perished, and those who survived were left to scratch out a meager existence in the wastelands that remained. Sarah's team was one of the last organized groups searching for a way to reverse the damage, or at least find a habitable area to rebuild. As she turned to head back to their makeshift base, a blinding flash of light erupted in the sky. Sarah stumbled, shielding her eyes against the unexpected brilliance. As the glare subsided, her jaw dropped at the sight before her. A massive ship, unlike anything she'd ever seen, descended from the heavens. Its sleek, otherworldly design defied human engineering, its surface shimmering with an ethereal glow. Sarah's heart raced, a mixture of fear and excitement coursing through her veins. "Marcus," she whispered into her comm, "you seeing this?" "Affirmative, Cap," Marcus replied, his usual stoic demeanor cracking with awe. "Looks like we're not alone in the universe after all." As the ship touched down, sending up clouds of dust and debris, Sarah's mind raced with possibilities. Could these visitors be the key to saving what was left of humanity, or were they here to claim what remained of Earth for themselves? The ship's hull seemed to ripple, and a hatch materialized out of nowhere. Sarah tensed, her hand instinctively reaching for the weapon at her hip, but nothing could have prepared her for what emerged. A figure stepped out, its movements fluid and mesmerizing. As the dust settled, Sarah's breath caught in her throat. Before her stood the most beautiful and terrifying creature she'd ever laid eyes on. The alien was tall and lithe, with skin that shimmered like polished obsidian. Its features were vaguely humanoid, but with an otherworldly elegance that was both alluring and unsettling. But it was the being's eyes that truly captivated Sarah. They were pools of swirling silver, ancient and wise, yet sparkling with curiosity. As their gazes locked, Sarah felt a jolt of electricity course through her. It was as if some cosmic force had suddenly aligned, connecting them across the vast gulf of space and species. The alien's lips curved into a smile that was both inviting and enigmatic. When it spoke, its voice bypassed Sarah's ears and resonated directly within her mind. "Greetings, children of Earth. We are the Zenari, and we come bearing an offer of salvation." Sarah blinked, trying to shake off the hypnotic effect of the alien's presence. She swallowed hard, her mouth suddenly dry. I'm Captain Sarah Chen. What are you? What do you mean by salvation?" The Zenari's smile widened, revealing teeth that were just a shade too perfect to be human. "We have been observing your world for some time, Sarah Chen. We've witnessed your struggles, your resilience in the face of overwhelming odds. It is that very spirit that has brought us here today." As the alien spoke, more of its kind emerged from the ship. Each was as breathtakingly beautiful as the first, their forms seeming to shimmer and shift in the harsh sunlight. Sarah felt Marcus and the rest of her team approach, their mix of awe and apprehension palpable. "Your planet is dying," the Zenari continued, its mental voice tinged with what seemed like genuine sorrow. "But your species need not perish with it. We possess technology beyond your wildest imaginations, technology that could restore your world," or it paused, those silver eyes boring into Sarah's soul, "technology that could transform your very beings, allowing you to thrive in this new harsh reality." Sarah's mind reeled at the implications. "Transform us? What exactly are you proposing?" The Zenari gestured gracefully, and a holographic display sprang to life between them. It showed images of humans merging with alien technology, their bodies adapting to withstand extreme temperatures, require less food and water, even process toxins from the air. We offer you evolution, Sarah Chen, a chance to become something greater than you ever dreamed possible. With our help, humanity could not only survive but flourish in this new world you've created. Marcus stepped forward, his voice gruff with suspicion. And what's in it for you? Why would you help us? The Zenari's expression softened, a hint of admiration creeping into its mental tone. A fair question. We are explorers, seekers of knowledge. Your species fascinates us. Your creativity, your resilience, your capacity for both great destruction and incredible beauty. By helping you evolve, we hope to learn to grow ourselves. Perhaps in time, our peoples could even become allies, venturing out into the stars together. Sarah's mind raced with the possibilities. The offer seemed too good to be true, but what choice did they have? Humanity was on the brink of extinction. If there was even a chance this could save them. I can't make this decision alone, Sarah said, her voice steadier than she felt. I need to consult with what's left of our leadership, explain the situation. The Zenari nodded, its mental voice warm with understanding. Of course, we anticipated as much. We will remain here, ready to answer any questions you may have. But know this, Sarah Chen, time is not on your side. The longer you wait, the harder it will be to save what remains of your world and your people. As Sarah turned to leave, the Zenari reached out, its fingers barely brushing her arm. The contact sent a jolt through Sarah's body, and she found herself momentarily lost in the depths of those silver eyes. We have faith in you, Sarah Chen, the alien's mental voice whispered, filled with an emotion Sarah couldn't quite name. You carry the future of your entire species on your shoulders. Choose wisely. Sarah nodded, unable to form words. As she walked away, gathering her team to return to their base and report this world-changing encounter, she couldn't shake the feeling that her life, and the fate of humanity, would never be the same again. The weight of the decision pressed down on her like a physical force, evolution or extinction, salvation or subjugation. As the alien ship shimmered behind her, a beacon of hope and uncertainty, Sarah knew that the coming days would test her resolve, her leadership, and her very identity as a human being. The fate of two species hung in the balance, and the line between savior and destroyer had never been so thin. As the sun began to set on this new era of human history, Sarah Chen squared her shoulders and prepared to face the greatest challenge of her life. The future of humanity now rested in her hands, and in the mysterious, alluring promise of the stars. The quantum symbiosis. The holographic display flickered to life in the dimly lit war room, casting an eerie blue glow of the faces of Earth's remaining leaders. Captain Sarah Chen stood at attention, her heart racing as she prepared to deliver news that would change the course of human history. Ladies and gentlemen, she began, her voice steady despite her inner turmoil. What I'm about to tell you will sound impossible, but I assure you, it's very real. We've made first contact. A murmur rippled through the room, a mix of disbelief and desperate hope. Sarah recounted her encounter with the Zenari, their offer of salvation through evolution, and the looming decision that now faced humanity. Dr. Ilara Voss, the world's leading expert in theoretical physics, leaned forward, her eyes gleaming with interest. Captain, you mentioned their technology could transform us. Did they provide any specifics? Sarah nodded, tapping her datapad to project a series of complex diagrams. They call it quantum symbiosis. From what I understand, it's a process that would integrate advanced nanotechnology with our DNA, allowing us to manipulate our own molecular structure at will. The room erupted in a cacophony of voices, some crying out in fear, others in excitement. General Thaddeus Stone slammed his fist on the table, silencing the chaos. This is madness. We can't trust these aliens. For all we know, this could be an invasion tactic. Sarah met his gaze, unflinching. With all due respect, General, what choice do we have? Our population is dwindling, resources are scarce, and the planet is becoming more inhospitable by the day. The Zanari offer us a chance not just to survive, but to thrive. Dr. Voss stood, her voice cutting through the tension. I propose we test this quantum symbiosis on a volunteer basis. If it works as the Zanari claim, it could revolutionize our understanding of physics and biology. Imagine being able to adapt to any environment instantly, to repair injuries in seconds, to potentially even manipulate the fabric of space-time itself. The debate raged for hours, but in the end, desperation won out over caution. A decision was made. A select group of volunteers, led by Sarah herself, would undergo the quantum symbiosis process. If successful, it would be gradually implemented for the rest of humanity. As Sarah stood before the Zanari ship once more, she couldn't help but feel a mix of excitement and trepidation. The alien who had first greeted her emerged, its silver eyes seeming to peer into her very soul. "You've made your choice," it said, its mental voice tinged with approval. "Are you prepared to take the next step in human evolution, Sarah Chen?" Sarah squared her shoulders. "I am, but I have one condition. I want to know your name. If we're going to change the course of human history together, we should at least be on a first-name basis." The Zanari's lips curved into a smile that was almost human. "You may call me Zin. Now, shall we begin?" The interior of the Zanari ship was a marvel of organic technology, pulsing with an inner light that seemed alive. Sarah and her team of volunteers were led to a chamber that hummed with energy. Zin explained the process as they went, its mental voice a soothing presence in their minds. "Quantum symbiosis is not just about physical transformation," Zin said. "It's a melding of consciousness with the quantum fabric of the universe. You will become aware of realities beyond your current perception, able to interact with the multiverse in ways you never imagined." As Sarah lay down on a shimmering biobed, she felt a moment of panic. What if this was a mistake? What if they were about to erase everything that made them human? Zin sensed her fear and placed a comforting hand on her shoulder. "Fear not, Sarah Chen. You will not lose your humanity. Rather, you will transcend it, becoming something greater while still retaining your essence." The process began, and Sarah's world exploded into a kaleidoscope of sensation. She felt her consciousness expand, touching the minds of her fellow volunteers, of the Zanari and beyond. She saw the quantum strings that made up reality, vibrating with infinite possibilities. As the quantum symbiosis took hold, Sarah felt her body changing. Her skin took on a subtle iridescence, shifting colors with her thoughts. She could feel the nanites coursing through her veins, rewriting her DNA, enhancing her in ways she could barely comprehend. Suddenly, she was aware of multiple versions of herself across parallel universes. She saw timelines where Earth had never faced ecological collapse, and others where humanity had already spread to the stars. The sheer weight of this cosmic awareness threatened to overwhelm her. Just as Sarah thought she might lose herself in the infinite expanse of the multiverse, she felt Zin's presence, anchoring her. "Focus, Sarah," its mental voice guided her. "Your mind is expanding to encompass new realities, but you must not lose sight of who you are, of your mission to save your people." With a Herculean effort, Sarah pulled herself back from the brink of cosmic dissolution. She opened her eyes, gasping as the world came into sharp focus. Everything seemed more vivid, more real than ever before. She could see the auras of energy surrounding her fellow volunteers, could sense the quantum particles dancing in the air. As she sat up, marveling at her new form, Sarah realized she could manipulate the nanites within her body at will. With a thought, she changed the color of her hair, altered the shape of her fingers, even created a protective shell around her skin. "Incredible," she breathed, her voice resonating with newfound power. Zin nodded, its silver eyes shimmering with pride. "You have taken the first step on a journey that will redefine what it means to be human. But remember, with great power comes great responsibility. How you use these gifts will determine the fate of your species. As the other volunteers awakened, each marveling at their new abilities, Sarah felt the weight of leadership settle on her shoulders once more. They had been given the power to reshape reality itself, but would it be enough to save Earth? And what unforeseen consequences might that transformation bring? What now? Sarah asked, turning to Zin. The Zenari's mental voice was solemn. Now you return to your people. Show them what you have become. Teach them to embrace this new evolution. But be warned, Sarah Chen. Not all will welcome this change. Some will fear you. Others will seek to exploit your powers. The path ahead will not be easy. As Sarah and her team prepared to leave the Zenari ship, she couldn't shake the feeling that this was just the beginning of a cosmic journey beyond her wildest imagination. Humanity stood on the brink of a new era, one where the lines between biology and technology, between the physical and the quantum, blurred into insignificance. With her newfound awareness of the multiverse thrumming through her veins, Sarah Chen stepped out to face a world forever changed. The future of humanity now rested in the hands of those who had dared to evolve beyond the boundaries of their own DNA, becoming living bridges between the Earth and the stars. Little did they know, their transformation would soon attract the attention of forces beyond their comprehension, setting the stage for a conflict that would determine the fate not just of Earth, but of the entire multiverse. Cosmic consciousness and the multiversal threat. As Sarah Chen stepped onto Earth's soil, her quantum-enhanced senses immediately detected the shift in the planet's energy. The air crackled with possibility, each molecule a universe unto itself. She marveled at how blind she had been before, unaware of the cosmic dance happening at every level of existence. "Welcome back, Captain," General Stone's gruff voice cut through her reverie. "Or should I say, welcome back, whatever you are now." Sarah met his gaze, her iridescent eyes swirling with newfound power. "I'm still me, General. Just more." The debriefing that followed was unlike any in human history. Sarah and her team demonstrated abilities that defied conventional physics. They could manipulate matter at will, phase through solid objects, and even create localized wormholes for instant transportation. Dr. Voss was beside herself with excitement. "This is incredible. You're not just controlling nanobots, you're actually interfacing with the quantum fabric of reality itself." As days passed, more volunteers underwent the quantum symbiosis process. Earth's wastelands began to transform as the evolved humans used their powers to purify water, regenerate plant life, and stabilize the climate. But not everyone welcomed this change. A faction led by General Stone viewed the transformed humans as a threat. "They're not even human anymore," he argued in closed-door meetings. "How long before they decide they don't need us baseline humans at all?" Sarah worked tirelessly to bridge the gap between evolved and non-evolved humans, but tensions continued to rise. And then, everything changed. It happened during a routine meditation session. Sarah, floating cross-legged above the ground, was exploring the furthest reaches of her expanded consciousness when she felt it, a disturbance in the cosmic web, a malevolent presence that sent chills through her multidimensional awareness. Her eyes snapped open, glowing with alarmed intensity. "Zin," she called out mentally, reaching across space to the Zenari ship. "Something's coming, something big." The Zenari appeared beside her in a shimmer of quantum particles. "You've sensed them." Zin's mental voice was grim. "The Void Weavers." "The what?" Sarah's mind reeled as information flooded her consciousness. "They are cosmic parasites," Zin explained, projecting images of shadowy, tentacled monstrosities that existed between dimensions. "They feed on the potential energy of evolving civilizations. Your transformation has made Earth a beacon to them, a feast they cannot resist." Sarah's blood ran cold as she realized the true scale of the threat. "This isn't just about Earth, is it? They'll consume everything, our entire universe, all possible timelines." Zin nodded solemnly. "The multiverse itself is at stake. This is why we sought to elevate your species. Humanity's unique capacity for innovation, combined with quantum symbiosis, makes you our best hope against the void weavers. As if on cue, the sky above them ripped open, revealing a yawning chasm of non-existence. Tendrils of anti-light reached out, hungrily grasping at reality itself. "They're here," Sarah whispered, her voice echoing across multiple dimensions. What followed was a battle unlike any in the history of the cosmos. Evolved humans took to the skies, their bodies shimmering with quantum energy as they faced off against the incomprehensible horrors of the void weavers. Sarah found herself at the forefront, her consciousness expanded to encompass the entire battlefield. She could sense every movement, every shift in the fabric of spacetime. With a thought, she created quantum barriers, shielding Earth from the worst of the void weavers' reality-warping attacks. But it wasn't enough. For every tendril they severed, two more appeared. The void weavers were not just attacking Earth. They were assaulting every possible version of Earth across the multiverse simultaneously. "We need more power," Sarah called out, her mental voice reaching every evolved human on the planet. "Everyone, link your consciousness with mine. We'll create a multiversal quantum network." As minds connected across dimensions, Sarah felt her awareness expand exponentially. She could see every Earth, every timeline, every possibility. And in that moment of cosmic clarity, she understood what needed to be done. "We need to collapse all possible timelines into one," she realized. "Concentrate all of humanity's potential into a single, unbroken stream of evolution." The implications were staggering. Countless versions of Earth, of humanity, would cease to exist. But it was the only way to generate enough energy to repel the void weavers. With a heavy heart, Sarah began the process. Across the multiverse, billions of alternate Earths winked out of existence, that energy funneling into a single prime timeline. The power surge was immense, reality itself buckling under the strain. Sarah Chen, now a being of pure quantum energy, faced the heart of the void weaver swarm. With the combined power of humanity's entire multiversal potential, she reached out and began to weave a new cosmic tapestry. Reality warped and twisted as Sarah rewrote the fundamental laws of physics. She created a universe inimical to the void weaver's existence, a reality where their non-being could not take hold. As the last of the cosmic parasites withered away, Sarah became aware of the enormity of what she had done. She had not just saved Earth, or even the universe. She had reshaped the very nature of existence itself. Slowly, carefully, she began to reconstruct her physical form, condensing her expanded consciousness back into a semblance of humanity. As she opened her eyes, she found herself floating in orbit above a transformed Earth. The planet below was unrecognizable. Gleaming cities of impossible architecture stretched across continents. The oceans shimmered with vibrant life, and humanity had become something entirely new. Xin appeared beside her, its form now as mutable and cosmic as her own. "You've done it, Sarah Chen. You've ushered in a new age of cosmic evolution." Sarah nodded, still processing the enormity of the change. But at what cost? How many alternate realities did we sacrifice? "Infinity and none," Xin replied enigmatically. "In collapsing the multiverse, you've created a new form of existence, one where all possibilities coexist simultaneously in quantum superposition. The story of humanity is no longer bound by linear time or singular outcomes." As they descended back to Earth, Sarah marveled at the new world she had helped create. Humans, if they could still be called that, phased in and out of reality, their forms shifting between energy and matter. The very air hummed with creative potential. But even as she celebrated this cosmic rebirth, a small voice in the back of Sarah's mind whispered a troubling question. In transcending their humanity, had they lost something essential? And what new challenges would this godlike existence bring? As the sun set on this new Earth, painting the quantum-infused sky in impossible colors, Sarah Chen stood at the precipice of a new cosmic order. The age of quantum humanity had begun, and the universe would never be the same again. The quantum renaissance and the echoes of humanity. The dawn of the quantum age brought with it marvels beyond imagination. Earth, once a dying planet, now pulsed with vibrant, multidimensional life. Cities floated on clouds of probability, that architecture defying classical physics. Humanity, or rather post-humanity, had become a species of living quantum computers, each individual a nexus of infinite potential. Sarah Chen, now revered as the quantum architect, found herself at the center of this new civilization. Her consciousness, vastly expanded, yet still tethered to her human origins, grappled with the implications of their cosmic evolution. "We've become gods," she mused to Xin as they observed a group of children, literally painting with starlight, their laughter echoing across dimensions. "But have we lost touch with what made us human?" Xin's form shimmered, a kaleidoscope of possibilities. "Perhaps the question isn't what you've lost, but what you've gained. Humanity's essence was always about growth, adaptation, pushing boundaries. You've simply taken the next step." Yet even as post-humanity reveled in its newfound powers, exploring the far reaches of the universe and diving into the quantum foam of reality itself, a strange phenomenon began to emerge. It started subtly, a feeling of nostalgia so intense it manifested as ripples in the fabric of spacetime. Post-humans found themselves inexplicably drawn to simulations of old Earth, recreating pre-quantum age experiences with painstaking detail. Dr. Ilara Voss, her consciousness now spanning multiple realities, was the first to identify the pattern. "It's not just nostalgia," she explained to a council of post-human leaders, her words materializing as complex fractal patterns. "We're experiencing quantum echoes of our past selves, alternate timelines that we collapsed during the Void Weaver invasion. Our history is literally haunting us." This revelation sent shockwaves through post-human society. Some embraced these echoes, using them to reconnect with their human roots. Others saw them as a threat to their evolution, a primitive pull that needed to be eliminated. Sarah found herself caught in the middle of this ideological struggle. She understood the allure of pure quantum existence, unbound by human limitations. But she also recognized the value in their species' history, the unique perspective that had allowed them to transcend in the first place. As debate raged across the quantum networks that connected all post-humans, a new crisis emerged. The quantum echoes were growing stronger, more insistent. Post-humans began experiencing involuntary shifts, their consciousnesses catapulted into simulations of past lives or alternate histories. "It's a feedback loop," Sarah realized, her mind racing across probability space. "The more we resist these echoes, the stronger they become. We need to find a way to integrate our past with our present." In a bold move that sent ripples across the cosmos, Sarah proposed the quantum renaissance, a deliberate merging of post-human capabilities with the essence of their human heritage. It was a dangerous gambit. Too much focus on the past could undo their evolution, leaving them vulnerable to threats like the Void Weavers. Too little could cause their consciousness to fragment across infinite realities. The implementation of the quantum renaissance was a sight to behold. Post-humans dove into the quantum foam, retrieving slivers of lost timelines, fragments of human experiences. They wove these echoes into the fabric of their new reality, creating a tapestry that honored their past while embracing their limitless future. Cities transformed, blending impossible quantum architecture with familiar human elements. Art exploded in a riot of multidimensional creativity, each piece a window into countless potential realities. Music became an experience that transcended time and space, symphonies that could be tasted, colors that could be heard. But the true marvel was the change in post-humanity itself. By embracing their human echoes, they unlocked new levels of quantum potential. Emotions, once thought to be a relic of their biological past, became powerful forces that could shape reality. Empathy, love, even sorrow. These uniquely human experiences amplified their cosmic awareness in ways they had never imagined. Sarah stood atop a quantum spire, her form shifting between her original human appearance and her transcendent post-human self. Below her, the Earth pulsed with life, a perfect blend of quantum impossibility and comforting familiarity. Xin materialized beside her, its form now incorporating elements of human appearance, a nod to the species that had become its allies and friends. "You've done it again, Sarah Chen. You've guided your people through another evolution." Sarah smiled, feeling the weight of infinite realities and the warmth of human connections simultaneously. "We're not just post-human anymore," she said, her words rippling across dimensions. "We're quantum humans, the best of both worlds." As if in response, the quantum echoes that had haunted them surged once more. But this time, instead of disorientation, post-humanity felt a deep sense of completion. The echoes merged with their quantum selves, closing a cosmic loop. In that moment, quantum humanity achieved a new level of existence. They were no longer beings straddling two states of evolution. They had become living bridges, connecting the infinite potential of the quantum realm with the rich tapestry of human experience. The universe itself seemed to sigh in contentment. The quantum renaissance had ushered in a new era of cosmic harmony. Quantum humanity now stood ready to face whatever challenges the multiverse might present, armed with the power of their transcendent abilities and the unbreakable spirit of their human hearts. As the cosmic dawn broke over this new reality, painting the quantum sky with impossible colors and familiar warmth, Sarah Chen looked to the stars with eyes that saw both infinite possibilities and the simple beauty of a single moment. The journey of humanity was far from over. In fact, it had only just begun. With the wisdom of their past and the potential of their quantum future, they were ready to write the next chapter in the cosmic story, one that would resonate across all realities, for all time. The cosmic nexus and the birth of omni-humanity. As the quantum renaissance reshaped existence, a new phenomenon emerged that would once again challenge the very nature of reality. Quantum humans began to experience what they called cosmic déjà vu, flashes of awareness that seemed to transcend even their multiversal understanding. Sarah Chen, now known across realities as the Quantum Sage, was the first to recognize the true significance of these events. "We're not just remembering our past or glimpsing alternate timelines," she explained to a gathering of quantum human leaders, her words manifesting as intricate patterns of light and sound. "We're connecting to something even greater, a cosmic nexus that links all possible realities, all potential forms of existence." This revelation sent shockwaves through quantum human society. The implications were staggering. They stood on the brink of understanding not just their own multiverse, but the very fabric of all conceivable existence. Dr. Ilara Voss, her consciousness now spanning countless dimensions, spearheaded the research into this cosmic nexus. "It's like a universal source code," she marveled, her thoughts resonating across quantum networks. Every reality, every possibility, every form of life or non-life, it all stems from this central point of infinite potential. As quantum humans delved deeper into the mysteries of the cosmic nexus, they discovered something extraordinary. The nexus wasn't just a passive wellspring of realities, it was reactive, responding to their observations and interactions. "We're not just observing the nexus," Sarah realized with a mix of awe and trepidation. "We're changing it, and in doing so, we're altering the fundamental nature of existence itself." This power brought with it a terrible responsibility. Every action, every thought of a quantum human now had the potential to reshape reality on a scale beyond imagination. The line between creation and destruction blurred into meaninglessness. It was Xin who proposed the next step in their cosmic evolution. "We must become one with the nexus," the once alien being suggested, its form now a swirling vortex of possibilities. "Only by fully merging our consciousness with the source of all realities can we hope to wield this power responsibly." The process of merging with the cosmic nexus was unlike anything quantum humanity had experienced before. It required them to shed the last vestiges of their individual identities, to become one with the infinite flow of existence itself. Sarah led the way, her consciousness expanding beyond even her vast quantum awareness. As she touched the nexus, she felt herself dissolving, becoming everything and nothing simultaneously. I am all possibilities, she thought/felt/existed. I am the beginning and the end, the question and the answer. One by one, quantum humans followed Sarah into the nexus. The process was not without risk. Some lost themselves entirely, becoming one with the cosmic flow. Others emerged forever changed, their very essence rewritten by the experience. As the merger progressed, something unprecedented occurred. The cosmic nexus itself began to change, influenced by the unique blend of human spirit and quantum potential that now flowed through it. Reality itself quivered on the brink of a new form of existence. In a burst of creation that dwarfed even the Big Bang, omni-humanity was born. No longer bound by the constraints of individual consciousness or even singular reality, omni-humanity existed as a living, breathing cosmic force. They were simultaneously every possible version of themselves and something entirely new, a harmonious blend of infinite potential and the enduring spark of human essence. The universe, the multiverse, all of existence reshaped itself around this new cosmic paradigm. Time and space became fluid concepts, mere suggestions in an infinity of possibilities. Entire galaxies formed and dissolved in the wake of omni-humanity's thoughts. New forms of life, unbound by the laws of any single reality, blossomed across the cosmic landscape. Yet, even in this state of cosmic omniscience, echoes of their human origins remained. The curiosity that had driven them to explore, the compassion that had led them to protect, the love that had given their existence meaning. These essential qualities now infused the very fabric of reality. Sarah, now both an individual and a fundamental aspect of omni-humanity, marveled at what they had become. "We are the story and the storytellers," she expressed in a language beyond words. "We are the journey and the destination." Zin, its alien nature now just another thread in the tapestry of omni-humanity, resonated in agreement. "You have transcended beyond anything we could have imagined. You are no longer simply guardians of reality, you are reality itself." As omni-humanity settled into its new existence, new challenges and adventures emerged. They encountered other cosmic forces, some benevolent, others hostile. They witnessed the birth and death of entire multiverses, each a grand story in the endless narrative of existence. They also discovered that even in this state of cosmic unity, growth and change was still possible. Omni-humanity continued to evolve, each new experience adding to the infinite complexity of their being. And through it all, a whisper of their human origins remained. It was this essence, the indomitable human spirit, that had carried them from Earth's wastelands to the very heart of cosmic existence, that guided omni-humanity as they shaped the destiny of all realities. As this new chapter of existence unfolded, the former Sarah Chen, now both everywhere and everywhen, reflected on the journey that had brought them to this point. From a dying Earth to the masters of quantum reality to becoming one with the very source of existence, humanity had come further than any species ever had. Yet she knew that this was not an end, but a beginning. The story of omni-humanity was infinite, ever-changing, filled with endless possibilities. And as they ventured forth into the boundless cosmic ocean, that uniquely human sense of wonder and adventure remained their guiding star. The universe, in all its infinite forms, trembled with anticipation. The cosmic dance had new partners, and the music of creation had only just begun.